Hello, everyone. You are welcome to another episode of The Ripples. On this podcast, we bring in individuals who are creating change in their community. And today we have Bilkis Abdulkader Alkali. Bilkis has taken projects like raising awareness on entrepreneurship to secondary school students. And of course, she would be sharing with us some of the projects that she has done that has impacted some of the residents living around Yola community. Good evening, Bilkis.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Hello. So my name is Bilkisu Abdulkader Akali, and I'm a fourth-year law major here at the American University of Nigeria. Currently, I serve as the president of STARS, the vice president of the Honor Society, vice president of the SDRC, and chapter leader of a State of the Youth project under the Kids Youth.
With all those roles that you're playing, what inspired you to be involved in community service in EUN?
Generally, what has always driven me as a person is I want to make a better world. I want to do the greatest amount of good that I can possibly do as a person and leave behind a better world. And in AUN specifically, I think I find in it a community that not only supports but welcomes and pushes you to be able to do that good however you can.
Wow. So, just like I said earlier, there are projects that you've done. I don't know if you can take us through some of the projects that you've done that you are most proud of, that you say, yeah,
Okay. So there's been quite a few, but a few that I'm really, really proud of is number one, there's this library in Yola called the Karatu Library, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place where children from primary schools and even elderly people come to go read. It has this children's center and also an adult section, and kids come in to play chess. And so this library is really, really, really understaffed. And so this semester, what I've done is with the Honor Society, we've gone to volunteer every single Saturday. We'd play chess with the kids, we'd read with the kids, we'd help them restock and reorganize. And I'm really proud of that because it's really a really easy way to contribute and make some degree of good in your community that we often take for granted. Volunteerism is really important and people don't understand how impactful that is. Something else is the community of Wole. So Wole is 3 in 1, like Wole 1, Wole 2, and Wole 3. Along with the project I'm still working on, that's Ubuntu for Peace. I'm the secretary spokesperson. We were able to work with the community members of Wole, along with the district heads and their representatives, to have conflict resolution talks, because Wole does have a lot of crises in the sense that there are herds clashing, the native varies, etc., etc. And so we're able to bring them together and have a 2-day conflict resolution series from 9 to 4 p.m. back to back to back, along with impute them with conflict resolution and mediation tactics. We're able to pledge to plant 1,000 trees. We've done 200 so far out of that 1,000, and we're able to fix a number of boreholes and provide them with wells and clean drinking water because that's something they don't have enough access to.
Wow.
And finally, and it's a really simple one. We were able to go to, it's with a class actually, a CDV 288 class, that's financial literacy, community development, using financial literacy. We're able to go to a Bako primary school and teach them the basic tenets of financial literacy. That's bookkeeping, accounting, saving, etc., etc. Because everyone wants to be comfortable financially, but people don't know how to be able to do that. And information, I always believe, is one of the most powerful things you can give to people.
Wow, social change is a big deal. And then you doing all of this things, were you doing it before you got to the American University of Nigeria, or it was when you came here and you saw that, oh, there are things that I can do, and then you decided to give yourself to it?
Yeah.
So how did it start?
So funny enough, you are actually quite on the nose. Social change is something I was always really passionate about, but I've never been in a place that supported that. When I came to AUN, that everything just kind of bubbled up and materialized. Suddenly there was like a whole community service department. There were clubs that did this amazing things. There were instructors and faculty and staff that would go out of their way to help you do these things. So for me, AUN was the catalyst.
So, yes, you said AUN is the catalyst. So, are there specific course or programs or faculty or friends, that pushed you to say, okay, I can do this? Because, of course, you have your academics, which you focused on, and then all of these things that you've mentioned that your hands are on, and then being able to see that, okay, I can contribute in the community. So, what was the push for you?
So for me, I've always been driven by passion and a sense of duty. So I wouldn't say it was so much as a course or any faculty, but so much as this feeling of all these other people, people I really look up to, are doing these amazing things. What can I do to contribute? And to a degree, it was the people I met along the way because
Yeah.
I found an amazing group of friends that are the most fantastic people on this earth.
Hmm.
That have also done really amazing things and would give you advice genuinely from a place of, I want you to do this because I care for you. This is how I think you can do it better. So meeting really interesting people, along with people I consider mentors that would advise and would help,
Yeah.
that really pushed it.
Yeah. Um, okay, that's amazing. So for somebody who has never been in Yola, maybe has been hearing about the American University of Nigeria, how would you describe the culture here? Because there are people that will tell you that, oh, I'm scared to come to the north,
Yeah.
to Yola, you understand? Yeah. So how would you describe the culture that you see here?
In one word, it would be possibility.
Mm.
It's unlike anything I've ever experienced, and I say that because I've done over 6 schools in my lifetime. I've traveled all around, and it's unlike anything I've ever experienced before in the best ways. It's possibility. You meet the most amazing people all over Nigeria and all over the world that are passionate and talented and good at what they do. You meet faculty and staff that genuinely want you to be the best version of yourself, and they push you and they support you.
Yeah.
And they tell you, you want to do this. I love that. This is how you can do this. It's a place that takes your dreams literally and gives you an avenue to be able to implement it. Because in Nigeria, we have this sort of conformist mentality and approach to things where if you want to do something different, even community service,
Yeah.
it's difficult to do in other schools or as an individual because you don't have the resources, the support, or anything really. So this is a community that's like, the sky is your limit. Anything you want to do, so long as it's not blowing up a building, we will support you
Yeah.
100%. So it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Okay, that's amazing. You've mentioned that you've traveled. You understand. Of course, you've traveled around the world. So, what are the differences that you've seen in Iran, or things that you would say? Well, I'm in Yola, but I don't feel like I'm in Nigeria. Yeah.
And I think it's generally like that. I don't know how to explain it, but when you come on campus, the moment you cross these gates, it feels like you've moved into a different portal. It's very, very different and separate from Yola itself. And I think it's a large part to do with the people and the community that is AU. And I think that's one of the strongest suits that AUN has going for me. It's generally made up and held together by a community of fantastic people who love and are passionate about the things they do and are doing it to the best of their abilities. That's the difference. People that care about you, people that want you to succeed, people that love you because not because it's their job, but genuinely because it's a culture that allows you to give your all to this thing that you're passionate about. So it's the people. It's very much the people.
Well, because you've said positive things about the people. You understand how loving they are, and it seems like all of it's just positive things. Are there challenges that you face, like being in Yola or with the community when it comes to your community service or in AUN? And then how were you able to overcome that?
I think any challenge I've faced, I always view that as character building and character growth. So I do a lot, event organizing, blah blah blah, community service, etc., etc. So any challenge I've faced has been mostly within that realm where things don't always go according to plan. We recently had an event. It's a flower festival, and we're planting sunflowers all around campus because a little bit of brightery in campus would be beautiful. And we placed an order, and it was significantly delayed, and we had to reschedule. So it's more challenge, character growth challenges in of itself. There are a few academic hiccups here and there where you meet an instructor that will fundamentally change your understanding of what it means to be a student. Or you just experience hiccups along the way. But I take them all in good faith.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been anything overtly negative. It's all just, okay, this happened. There's nothing I can do about it. How do I move on from this? How do I learn from this? And how do I make sure this doesn't happen again?
Okay, that's awesome. Well, for everything you're doing, of course, you have to face some challenges, and then yes, just finding a way to get a balance or to. So, in what ways has the community now, the Aryan community, supported your growth personally, professionally, academically? In what ways would you say that yes, I've been able to grow from this to this, I've achieved this, I've left where I used to be, and I'm here.
So in terms of academics, academics isn't anything I've ever struggled with, honestly. So academic growth has always entirely been my own, but everything else, character-wise, competency-wise, I am who I am a large part because of AUN. And that's no small exaggeration. The girl I used to be, I was really timid. I was really nervous. I had potential, but I could never act on it or do anything. I had dreams. I had things I wanted to do, but I never did. And the person I am, it's completely night and day from who I used to be. So AUN took, I would say, you know how they say diamond in the rough, it's
Yeah.
covered in mud, and they chipped away at that and it refined it. And people took it and said, "Hey, you're my project. I want to see you do better."
Yeah.
And I will always repeat, a large part of who I am is defined and due to AUN. The people I have met, the friends I have made, the faculty, the staff, everyone has had a really significant hand in molding me to be a leader, to become a change maker, and someone that is capable of action and
Yeah.
motion.
So, Bilkis, do you love it here?
Yeah, I do. And no place is perfect.
Yeah.
AUN, no place is perfect. I think there are pros and cons everywhere, but I think AUN was the best place for me.
Yeah.
It really was.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, it's nice to have you on the show, Bilkis. I really appreciate you seeing the things you've done and then how AUN has impacted you positively and then how you were able to, of course, overcome the challenges you faced. Thank you so very much. Well, I believe that we'll see you one of these days on the C podcast. Thank you so very much for coming.
And thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Yeah. And with that, thanks to the Marketing and Communications Department of the American University of Nigeria for making sure that this is a success. And you, my viewer, I will see you on our next episode. Bye.